Should you invest in mutual funds? What are they? How can you make money from mutual funds if you are a long-term investor? Check this video out. Before I start this video, I'd like to congratulate Smash 101, our first winner of the First Metro ETF 5,000 peso investment credit. Thank you so much for participating, commenting, and sending your valuable insights. To claim your prize, just message me at the back end of my YouTube and Facebook so I can connect you to First Metro Sec for you to get your prize. So if you want to win 5,000 pesos worth of FMETF investment credits, comment, subscribe, like, share this video. The best comment, First Metro Sec will pick a winner and you will get yourself 5,000 pesos worth of investment credits. So comment right now. Hey guys, this is Marvin Germo from the Rose Garden here in Portland, Oregon. Let's talk about mutual funds and let's talk about what are they and how can you make money off of it. Because over the past few years, I've been getting messages about people asking me about comparisons with the stock market and mutual funds. And what if I'm invested already in the stock market? Do I still need to invest in mutual funds? By the way, guys, full disclosure, I myself, I'm invested in the stock market. I may be a stock market guy, but I also have positions in mutual funds as well. Because it's not just only you diversifying yourself, it's also you finding out if you are a new investor. Investing in both stocks and mutual funds will allow you and give you a functionality to see where are you better at. Are you earning more by direct stock investing, or are you earning more from your mutual funds? So my suggestion for you right here, right now, is to start investing both in stocks and mutual funds, and then give it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years and see where you're making more money. If you're making more money in stocks, still put money in mutual funds, but put more in the stock market. If you are making more money in mutual funds, still put a certain portion in the stock market, but put more in your mutual funds. It's never about what's better or what's best. It's about finding what's best for you. Now, let's drill down on what mutual funds are. Number one, mutual funds basically are this. When you invest in a mutual fund, you give your money to an institution who has fund managers. Those fund managers will decide whether to put your money in stocks, if it's an equity fund, and what stocks to buy, when to buy, or if you're investing in a bond fund or a balance fund, it gives fund managers liberty also to invest it in different types of bonds or a combination of stocks and bonds, whichever they see fit. I guess if you're investing in an equity fund, it gives you also exposure to the stock market. So the biggest advantage of this as compared to investing directly in the stock market is you remove yourself of the headache, not naman the headache, but the time of the learning curve of studying which stocks to buy, when to buy the stocks, how much to put per stock, when to hold, then after buying, when will be the best up time for me to sell and reposition, then after selling, where do I transfer my stocks? You can skip those types of analysis if you invest in the mutual fund, because all you need to know is how much am I putting. Do I want to put it straight into an equity fund, a bond fund, or a balance fund, which gives me a combination of both? So please remember this, it does not mean you're investing in a mutual fund the risks are lesser, because at the end of the day you're still exposed to the same equity market. The advantage of this though is that if you have both stocks and bonds, it now gives you a combination of having different asset classes under one pooled fund. And what's amazing about Fundsmart is this. From your online brokerage account, from your First Metro Sec platform, after, for example, selling Ayala Land, after selling BDO or China Bank or Metro Bank or Shakey's, after taking profits on those stocks, you now have cash. Now you want to buy mutual funds. What's amazing about that, in one platform, you have the ability to be able to buy mutual funds as well. The advantage of that is this: there's no more bank transfers that need to be done, because everything is already made and everything will be already in one platform as well. So later on also, should you want to shift from mutual funds back to stocks, the advantage of that is this: sell your mutual funds, redeem your mutual funds, and then the cash position there, you can easily use directly to buy stocks as well. When you buy mutual funds, it positions you to a large amount of stocks that it will be complicated if you're an individual stock trader, that you buy and nitpick those stocks individually, because in one transaction, in one subscription, you get exposed already to a large number of stocks in one go. So if you want larger exposure, you want diversity, you want lesser hassle on picking and selecting stocks, then mutual funds should be the best for you. And my suggestion in terms of strategy is, I really believe if you want to do mutual funds and you have regular salary, or your business is doing well and you're giving yourself regular allowances, dividends, or salaries from the business that you have, or you are someone who receives certain amount of fixed income on a regular basis, what you can do is every time that money comes in, put a certain amount every month, decide, and start putting in money in the mutual funds. Mutual funds will work very well if it's for the long term. Mutual funds will work very well if you add small amounts, as much as you can, accumulate it, and let it grow for the long term. I really believe that I really want a lot of people to invest in the stock market directly. I really want a lot of people to start buying stocks, start buying shares, start putting as much as they can. But there may be some people who may not have the time, who may not want to actually study it, but at least they want to have exposure. My suggestion, go the mutual funds route. Mutual funds will do well. It will beat any bank product out there. It will beat savings. It will beat time deposits. But your goal for this is to accumulate as much as you can, to put in as much as you can, and your timeline should be very, 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 very long. If you're in your 20s, 30s, or 40s, I suggest that you double down right now. You put as much as you can in mutual funds so that the payoff there will be 10, 20, 30 years from now. I've been investing for more than 10 years now, more than a decade now, and I'll tell you this. Investing, accumulating good companies, putting in as much as you can in assets like mutual funds that will do well for the long term will be a very, very, very good retirement plan. You may not feel it in the first years. It may not be as attractive. However, the payoff is later on. Don't focus on what you're putting in now. The way I think about it is you planting seeds. As you start planting the largest trees, don't go up so high, so fast, but the largest trees take time. Similar to the trees that we have here in the Rosewood Garden, the larger ones took time, took the seeds time to be put in the ground. And that's what I suggest to all of you. Study the funds in Fundsmart. Study it. See which fits your profile. Do you want something that's purely stocks? Do you want something that's purely bonds? Do you want a combination of stocks and bonds? If you want more diversity, then execute from there. I hope this video pushes you, nudges you to start investing massively, because I really believe that this is one of the greatest times, that when you are in the prime of your years, you need to invest as much as you can, as often as you can. You need to make your money work hard for you, and that's why mutual funds, I believe, is one of the greatest ways for you to be able to take advantage of what's happening, especially in our economy. If you want a proxy to the Philippine economy, mutual funds are the way to go. Equity funds are the way to go as well. By the way, you can invest in mutual funds for a very, very minimal amount. You can invest for 1,000 pesos only. As low as that. Imagine this. You don't need a large amount of money to be able to invest in the larger companies here in the Philippines. If you want exposure above and beyond what you can get from the stock market, if you want instant diversification for a very, very small amount, then mutual funds are the way to go. That's why I keep hammering this to people. Instead of spending money on something that you don't need, that's on something that will depreciate and value later, use that amount of money and invest it in mutual funds right now. I'll tell you this, it's something that will generate yields for you for the long term. It's something that will give you money later on when you cannot work hard for it anymore. So to summarize what mutual funds are, number one, it's instant diversification because it spreads you across different companies in the stock market. But above and beyond spreading you across different companies in the stock market, it also spreads across bonds. So instantly, by investing in mutual funds, you suddenly have stocks and bonds. Number two, it's so easy because of Fundsmart. You have the ability now to transfer your money from the stock market to mutual funds in one go. No hassle. You don't have to fill up forms and papers for you to be able to do it. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. And that's what I like about it. Number three, you don't need a large amount of money to be able to start. for a fraction of a cost as compared to starting different businesses. You can start and invest in mutual funds and be diversified right here, right now. Number four, it's one of the greatest investments for the long term. Something that will cost you that if you're not looking about earning today, but you're looking about earning later on. It's one of the greatest investments that will work very, very well. That if you're not after get rich quick, you're after get rich right and get rich slow. Mutual funds is the way to go. So I guess that's it for now. This is Marvin Germo from the Rose Garden here in Portland, Oregon. I hope this video pushes you, causes you to invest, because the greatest years of your life will happen when you accumulate and you put as much as you can right here, right now. So God bless you, and I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you.